Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a lot of things that are going to be talking about in this video that we're going to be talking about in this video. Please stay tuned and watch the entire video, especially the post that Shyla made on her Instagram account. We're going to get straight into it. There's a lot that has been going on with this couple, restraining orders and everything. Well, let's get straight into the video. The tea. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm asking you to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for hitting this video. Let's get straight into it. So these pictures were posted yesterday on Landon's Instagram account, where he showed his daughter being reunited with him and also members of his family, which is his mom and his dad. They described it as a very emotional reuniting of the baby with the family, because they had not seen the baby, which is Soul, her name is Soul, for over 2 months. Now it was obvious that there was like discrepancies in the relationship with Shyla and also Landon McBroom that caused them to split up. There were a lot of indications, because she did post a picture on her story. That's where the tea is, by the way, not on her Instagram, but she does communicate with her fans and persons who watch and follow her on her story. She did communicate a lot of things that has been going on. She posted a picture where she had a bruise on her arm and her shoulder, saying that she was abused, right? And there is no other person that could have done this basically but Landon. That's what she's saying. It is alleged that she said that he abused her, and of course the abuse would go beyond physical abuse, because it was obvious on her story how she looked and her demeanor. For me, she never seemed like a really happy person. I'm not sure if it was a relationship or she's suffering with some type of another type of illness like anxiety or depression, but I'm a type of person that I see beyond what people present, and I've always seen where she isn't happy. I'm not sure if I'm right or I'm reading too much into her emotions, or that's just the way she is, but I just never saw her as a happy person. Being in this relationship with Landon, it has brought out a lot of her emotional side. I'm seeing here where maybe she was emotional from before, but I'm seeing where she got a lot more emotional as it relates to how she presented herself and in different videos and so on. But I must say, initially when I saw her post on her story that she said on her story in past months that she's this close to exposing these people, and these people suggesting that it's not only London that she has an issue with or the issues going on with, and she has been dealing with evil people, not person, people. So this means that the problem is going on with more than, just London. Maybe it's the other families or his family. We don't know exactly. I would say that's exactly what she's talking about, but I'll just say alleged for this. It's alleged for this video. All right. So she posts a lot on her Instagram story, and that's where the tea is as it relates to a lot of the things that she talks about and expresses herself and say. And I think it's kind of a release for her when she posts these things. Based on my assessment, I think she's struggling with more stuff beyond the relationship and maybe personal stuff as well too, as it relates to how she displays herself. As I said, I may be reading too much into it, but I'm always a person that see right below more than what you present or what you're giving us as it relates to surface level. So based on what I see, I realize that she is kind of going through her own not emotional, because both men and women are emotional, but she's going through her own challenges as an individual, whether it be different illnesses that she's dealing with that's not physical. All right, so let's get into the tea. There are a lot of persons that were posting and commenting under this picture. It got a lot of views in a short amount of time. When I saw the video, it was posted 2 hours ago, and there are questions as it relates to the pictures. Why is Soulface not showing these pictures? Shyla was being unreasonable because she restricted Landon from seeing his daughter. And then another post was saying that persons should not judge the mother for making a decision. It was just a lot going on. So let's take a look at these posts, and you can just comment below and let me know what you thought about the different comments, and we can dissect it from there. As you know, Austin is a really good brother. He was there for him during the reuniting, and his parents was also there, which is Austin's mom and dad, and Catherine and the kids were also there. And it seems like they really and truly missed this Solene. That's her name. And it seemed like it was just a really good beach day. All right. So let's go into the post for what other persons had to say about the whole situation. And you can comment below and tell me which one you agree with. Let's go. Austin dad commented that it was a good day and he loved his grandkids. There was this other lady that says the best advice is try to co-parent and save the drama. Do it for your child. She's so little and doesn't know what's going on. Once they get old enough, they will ask questions, and it does affect the child when arguing, etc. Another person says that she will never understand how a mother can keep her children from a dad who wants to be a part of the child's life. And another person said, don't hate on the mother of the child, just be happy that she can have both her mother and father in her life regardless of the situation. And there's another person that was asking, where is the baby's face? And we're gonna get right into the reason why her face is not in these pictures. And I think she will kind of remain a faceless baby for a little while because of the decision of her mom. Obviously, this went through the courts. It was a situation where her mom, because of the split in the relationship and because of the experiences that she was going through, she decided to take her child from the situation. And it was a case where there was just a split up, whether it be that the onus was on Shyla or Landon. We don't know. We're not casting a blame on anything. I think the child should be placed as precedence in situations like this. All right, so Shyla basically doesn't want her child to be exploited for clout or monetization, and that's the reason why you will not see her face being posted, whether by Landon's on his Instagram or her Instagram, or posted in any videos. I'm not sure if she took the stance before, as I was saying. She felt this way before, but still did it because of the lifestyle that they they had, or she recently had a problem with this. We don't know, but we know that she has a problem with her child being in any videos and used for clout, whether she fell and then you see the thumbnail with her head bruised, or she basically doesn't want it. She doesn't want her child to be on social media and placed for clout or in any video for monetization. So the decision was made, and basically she was saying that she would be too young to be experiencing all of this. So the decision was made by her solely, and it was something that London had to agree with. All right. So that's pretty much it. Persons had both different views, as you saw. Comment below. Let me know what you think about that situation. I don't know, guys. Looking from the outside, obviously, we don't know what's going on in the relationship. We don't understand, the integral parts of the story that would kind of bring light to who we think is right or who we think is wrong. We don't know what's going on. We can't be that fly on the wall that will overhear conversation to see exactly what's going on. All we can do is take the information from social media and try to put the pieces together. Shyla has been very vocal on her Instagram story and what she shares. She did share a picture where she stated that there were markings on her arm and shoulder, and that hinted at her being abused. She also was very vocal in saying that she has been through a lot and has been having to deal with evil people. So it looks to me it wouldn't be only London that she's hinting at, but maybe the Ace family, or maybe someone that would be in London's family. We don't know exactly who she's talking about. However, there were a lot of indications that she was going through a lot with the relationship and maybe with family members. However, there was a post that Landon made after that post saying that he will not allow her to play the victim. So basically, his standpoint is that he has things too. There is a side of the story for him as well. So he was saying that he would not allow her to play the victim. There is a lot of things that has been going on, and he can also speak on the matter, but he chooses not to. But he will not allow her to basically make him to be the bad guy and for her to be the innocent victim. So as I said, guys, there's a lot to this story. There is his side, her side, and the truth. Three sides to every story. However, let's go ahead to continue to watch this to see what's going on. It kind of really put me at a place where I'm kind of shook because they were there for each other through so many traumatic events. We know that London had a cancer scare and she was there for him throughout the process, as well as him being there for her throughout a lot of her successes, and also being there for her a lot of the other times and being a great dad. So the breakup kind of struck me as it relates to what could have occurred. But as I said, we can't always be that fly on the wall. So let's watch the situation and see. But let's go into Shyla's post that she made on Instagram so that we can understand exactly where she's coming from and get an idea on where she was. And this occurred when the pictures were posted. She made these posts. So let's get into the tea. So guys, there is a lot to this story because this post, it struck me so hard. This post was made yesterday around the time when the pictures were posted by Landon reuniting with Soul, as well as his other family members. Shyla stated on her Instagram post, she says, "I've been beat, I've been abused, I've had 3 attempted kidnapping on my child. On my child. If you love someone, you do not put yourself in the position to lose them. I will always do what's best for my child every single time." So this is clearly saying, when she says I've been beat and I've been abused, that to me may be an indication of her previous post months ago, as I indicated already in the video, where she had markings on her neck and arm, and this was posted to her story and she was crying. Right? There was also this surge where her family got involved, her brother voicing his opinion and so on his Instagram as well. So for me, that part may be an indication of that post, as well as maybe the happenings of what occurred, as well as her being emotionally abused, because we're seeing where she went through a lot of emotional trauma via her post on her story and social media. The second part of what she says, when she said that there has been 3 kidnapping attempts on her child, I think she removed herself from the situation completely because of how it affected her, maybe emotionally, spiritually, in every alley. And she moved herself, and it was a case where maybe Landon was trying to get in contact with Soul, and that's where she's referring to as the kidnapping of maybe trying to take his daughter. That's the only indication of anything that would make sense that she's saying there is an attempted kidnapping. And then the second part of what she says, if you love someone, you do not put yourself in the position to lose them. For that part of it, I think she is hinting at maybe what Lana did to the relationship or what went on in the relationship, and placing, basically putting everything on the table to say this is what you did to make the situation a reality where we're having to go through this, or you're having to lose her and lose me because of what you did in the relationship. And then the last part of what she says, "I will always do what's best for my child every time." I think her decision to remove herself and Soul from the situation was just the best decision that she had to make in that moment because of what she was experiencing. As I said, we don't know exactly what's going on because it moved from a situation where she was there for him throughout his cancer scare, and we've seen where he has always been there throughout different events in her life. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I kind of took it apart and dissected it to put meaning to this post. However, let me know what you think in the comments about this post and what it meant exactly. I thought that it was a situation where she made a choice to remove herself from the situation. And, she's saying that this is what occurred because you put us in a situation where you lost us. And she's going to continue to make the decision for her child that she thinks is appropriate. So let me know what you think in the comments about this post. Let's move on to the next post. So this next post says, "I requested visitation. I wanted my daughter to have a relationship with her father, with whom she will always love regardless of the circumstances. Children grow up and will eventually see the truth on their own without saying one word. All I asked was for her privacy to be respected during this time and not extort her for clout or monetary gains." So at this point, Shyla is saying that she believes that her child is being extorted for monetary gains and for clout, maybe as it relates to certain videos that was posted or overall being in the eye of the media. Not everybody likes their child to be on display, but I find it really funny because there is a YouTube channel where they are displaying their lives in general, and Soul is a part of it. So I'm not sure if it was a case where she felt that way from before, and then but she just did it because of London, or she had her channel and was okay with everything being exposed with her, but when it comes on to her child from the initial stage, she wasn't with it, but she just went along with it because of their life basically as YouTubers. However, I'm not sure where this is gonna take them as it relates to their relationship outside of being together, but I think that the child is supposed to be placed at the forefront of everything, and besides your differences, they're supposed to put it aside and concentrate on her well-being and make sure that she's parented correctly.